for the late start. We were still fixing a few logistical problems. We are ready to start. Okay, I'll start off by introducing myself. I'm Mr. Jiwa Njovu, an information technology teacher since 2008. I enjoy coding. I enjoy robotics. I also teach computer applications technology to grade 8 to 12 at Queen's College Boys High School in the Eastern Cape. I'll be your teacher for this session for grade 2 and 3. I hope we're going to enjoy, we're going to explore. It's an exciting journey. Get ready, make sure you're ready each and every time. On the specified times, make sure you're ready to be part of our lesson. Okay, the things that we're going to go through before we start, just a few logistical problems. I want everyone to make sure that you will download Scratch Junior. Why Scratch Junior? Because we'll be doing most of the coding under Scratch Junior. Make sure that you download Scratch Junior from any platform, be it on an Apple device or on Android device. Make sure that you download Scratch so that we work with that. Okay, I'm going to help you how to download this later on. The other thing that we're going to do is we're going to register on Miss Zora platform. I'm also going to take you through that and show you how to register in the Miss Zora platform. And then thirdly, there are exciting news that I have for you. It's a competition. I'm going to also highlight the competition. If you join this competition, you might win yourself very exciting gifts. I'm going to talk about that. And then I'm also going to find out if ever there is need for extra lessons, especially looking at people that will be touching on the competition. I'm also going to look at that. And then finally, we're going to lay down the ground rules. You know, in each and everything that we do, there are ground rules. This is a lesson, it's an online lesson. We will make sure that we talk when we're supposed to talk, and we're going to make sure that if ever there is a message that you want to relay, please feel free to go on to our chats. If you go onto our chats, you can type in anything. I will be checking our chats as we go on. If ever there is a pressing issue, we will attend to it. But at the end of the session, I'm going to open up the session so that you can ask any question, and we are able to solve any particular problem that might be there. In case along the lessons you get lost, please feel free to go back to our YouTube channel. If you go onto our YouTube channel, you Google grade 2 and 3 under Africa Teen Geeks. You will find our lessons and you catch up on whatever you lost. Please make sure that even if you have a connection problem along the way, please do not tire or despair. We'll go back to your YouTube channel, look at the channel, the videos that are there, and catch up with us so that in the next lesson you are together with us. Okay. Background in coding. The famous Bill Gates and Melinda Gates Foundation, I stole a quote from there that says, learning to write programs stretches your mind. So we'll be writing programs here, so we'll be stretching your mind. Your mind is a muscle, it needs to be stretched. So we'll stretch your mind, and that will help us in thinking better. We are thinking of problem-solving skills. It creates a way of thinking about things that I think is helpful in all domains, in all areas of life. It will help you in if you try and learn how to program. It will stretch your mind. We have seen games being played here and there. We have played many games on our cell phones, on our parents' cell phones, on our computers. We have seen so many games that are played here and there. All those games are a result of coding. Someone sat down, coded that game so that you and I can play the game. We have so many games like the Treasure Tracker, the Kids Car Racers, Subway Surfers. I hope you know all those games and you have seen them before. And I've played them and I've enjoyed playing those games. Someone sat down and decided to code and decided to make those games. Things like robots, they are all coded, they are all programmed. So we are starting to learn how to program this. Calculators are programmed. The websites that we see, they are all programmed. This is a starting point of coding. You have seen games like this. They are coded by someone. I'm going to go on to things that we're going to do first. I'm going to make sure that each one of us is able to register with Ms. Zora. I'm going to take you through how to register. And then, as I said before, please go back and see our videos. If you go onto your YouTube and search for Africa Teen Geeks, grade 2 and 3, you will see all our videos that we have done. In case you lose out some information during the lesson, go back and practice. Remember, a skill that you do not practice, is as good as dead. Whatever you know, you have to practice. You have to test yourself. Do something else. Try to do something new with the skill that you were given. And then downloading Scratch. You can find Scratch Junior on different platforms. If you're using a computer, here is a link where you can download your Scratch Junior. Okay, and then you can also find Scratch under the App Store. For those that are using Apple devices, whether it's a Mac or it's an iPad, please go on to App Store and type Scratch Junior there. You'll be able to get it. Even on Google Play Store, go on to Google Play Store. You will be able to find Scratch Junior and install it on your device. Please make sure that you have downloaded this program so that when we start, every one of us is in. Every one of us has got Scratch Junior so that you are not left behind. If you snooze, you lose. Make sure you have downloaded Scratch Junior. For progress, make sure before we start the lesson, your Scratch Junior program is running so that when we start coding, you do not lag behind, because we will move. Okay, I talked about the competition that is coming. Here is the competition. We supposed to come up with a program or a technology to solve a problem in your school or community. Here, 4 people can come together and decide to come up with a program, or it is a project that is solving a problem in our community. If you come up with this, you'll be able to win so many good things, You will be able to get things like laptops. You'll be able to get things like laptops. You'll be able to things like microbits and even Raspberry Pis. So this is the lucrative competition that I was talking about. Please make sure that if you are interested, start thinking about what you can do, and you can also get in touch with me. I'm going to give my details so that if you need help here and there in trying to map out this problem, you can contact me, and then we'll help you be part of this competition. There are very good prizes that have to be won. Please be part of that so that you can win this. Okay, I'm going now to share how to register with Miss Zora. And then after registering with Miss Zora, we can look at how to download Scratch Junior. And if you have downloaded Scratch Junior, we'll be able to now to carry on and start working on coding. I'm going to stop sharing this screen, and then I'm going to bring in remember this website that we said we're going to is www.misszora. .com. Okay, if you press enter there, you will be able to go into this particular screen, and then you'll be able to register. Sorry, .co.za. Let's change that, please. .co.za. Okay, you will get such a screen. I'll repeat that again. Make sure that you go onto your web address there, type www.misszora.co.za. If you do that, after pressing enter, you get to this particular screen. There are two buttons that you're given here. You have got log in, you've got sign up. You start off by signing up before you log in. When you log in, you already have your username and password. When you sign up, you are using Miss Zora for the first time. This is what we're going to do. We're going to go and click on sign up. If you are struggling with this, please ask your parents to actually help you in doing this. And then you choose a username. I've taken here that my username is going to be Jeanzovu. I know that I will not forget this. Please make sure that whenever you have a username, write it down somewhere so that when you need to log on, you'll be able to fetch that paper or fetch it from your notebook and type it as you set it up. Okay, if you make a mistake, you won't be able to log on. So the username, after typing in your username, make sure that you write it down somewhere so that you won't forget it. The same as your password, type in a password. Your password should be 8 characters long. It should have at least numbers. It should have lowercase letters and at least one uppercase letter and one non-numeric character such as a hashtag or a star. Your parents can help you in actually coming up with a password that you will not forget, and make sure that you have put it up. Okay. As we go down, it talks of more details here. On more details here, you're going to enter an email address. If you do not have an email address, please ask your parents to help you with their email address so that they can set this up for you. You type in your email address here. You type in the email address again here. You type in your first name. You go on, type in your surname, the city and town, and also you select your country. You choose your grade here, and finally you say create new account. Remember, when creating the new account, keep the username written somewhere, as well as the what? As well as the password. When we are logging in, you will need those details. Okay, when you have gone through this screen and filled up everything here, later on now, you are going to go on to log in instead of sign up. When you go on to Ms. Zora now, you go on to log in. On logging in now, you're going to type in your username. My username was Jeanzovu, and then you type in your password, the one that you also wrote down somewhere. As I said, please make sure you do not forget this. Make sure you do not forget this. Write it down somewhere, and then you click on log in. It will take you straight to Ms. Zora. Please make sure that you do this so that when we start again tomorrow, you would have entered or registered with Ms. Zora. That's one of the important things. Okay, and then I'm going to take you through how to download Scratch Junior. Why Scratch Junior? We are going to be coding using a language. A computer understands a language. The language that we'll be using is called Scratch Junior. So I need everyone to download this because that's where we'll be doing our instruction. A program is an instruction that we give to the computer. So I need everyone to download Scratch Junior. I will only demonstrate how to do this on a computer, on a desktop at home. You can go straight onto Google, and then under Google, you can go on and search for Scratch Junior. Scratch Junior. Scratch Junior download. Okay, if I go on to that, and then it gives me the screen, and then I'm able to download Scratch Junior from the home of Scratch Junior or from that other particular place. Download Scratch Junior so that we are able to work with Scratch Junior together. Okay, after downloading, you'll be able to install Scratch Junior. Some of you are downloading from Play Store, some of you are downloading from Android. It's all fine. Use that particular device that you have, and then we'll be able to take it up from there. Okay, when you have gone through downloading your Scratch Junior, I'm going to show you how Scratch Junior looks like so that you can be able to identify Scratch. Okay. I'm going to load the Scratch screen quickly and share it with everyone. Okay, after downloading Scratch Junior, you'll be able to get a screen that looks like this. This is the Scratch Junior screen. This is where we're going to start from. It's called the home screen for Scratch. Make sure that you download and when you open up Scratch, it should look more or less like this. It might be slightly different in your smaller device, which is the phone, but most of the things are the same. Scratch Junior looks like this, and you have got two buttons over here. The other one is the home button. The other one is the help function. The computer always gives us a help function, and it is able to, whenever we get stuck, we are able to ask the the computer through the help function. But here we are going to go on to home. Everyone comes from home. When we go to work, we're coming from home. When we go to school, we start from home. That's where we start from. So if you click on home, you will be taken to this particular screen. Unfortunately, I've been working on Scratch Junior and I've got my different projects. Those are the projects that you see over here. But yours will only be having the plus sign here for adding a new project. Your home button will still be there. Your help is still there. Your settings is here. And also your help is still over here. You can get some more information, some more documentation over here. And whenever you need to start a new project, you start it from here. And then that's where we will pick it up from when you have actually downloaded your Scratch Junior project. Okay, so those who will manage to do this, you can go on and click on the plus sign and you start doing and navigating and trying to work on a Scratch screen that looks more or less like this. And that's where we are going to restart from here tomorrow. We are going to restart from here so that everyone would have downloaded and everyone will be having the program so that we start together. But for the benefit of those who will manage to do it earlier on, this is the particular screen that you will get. Your home screen is there. The full screen is over here. It's demonstrated by this one. And then here you can go on and save the project. If you want to save the project, you come here to the corner. Right at the top far right, there's an X for close, and then the restore and maximize, and then the minimize button. They are always available for you. And the character that we'll be coding is this particular character. Although we can change it according to our own needs, we can change it according to our own needs, but this is the character that we'll be coding. And we are able to actually work with different characters. We can add some more characters. That plus is for adding more characters. And then in any program that you do, when you're coding, there is always two sides. The design side, this is our design side. This is where we're going to design our project, our program. And then when we have designed it, we will go on and run it. Just like, take for example, any game that you play. Whenever you load it, it doesn't start playing immediately. You have to first of all press the button play. So when you have finished designing, you always come to play. This is play according to the computer. We sometimes call that run. I'm going to give you a few terminologies tomorrow so that when you start off, you'll be able to know the difference between run and also design. When we talk of a program, we'll also look at those terms tomorrow. And then, so this is the running side, but for now, even if I click on run, there is nothing because I have not yet coded anything. I have not programmed anything. So nothing will always happen when I click on this until and unless I start coding. And then on this other side, you are also able to actually add even backgrounds. You're able to add backgrounds according to your needs. And these are our coding tools. Right at the bottom here, these are our coding tools. These are the coding tools that we'll be working with. And they all stand for different things. When we want this character to do different things, we'll be coming here to do it, to look for actions that can be taken by the character. We look for them here. And this is the how it will look like when it's running. this is our coding place. Our coding place is here, right at the bottom here. I'm trying to move the screen a little bit up. Okay. When we are coding, we will actually work on this particular area. We'll be dragging things to this particular area so that this particular character can follow what we have coded. Those are the different tools that we'll be using. So the computer will save this when you click on the particular this particular button at the corner. It will allow you to save and give it a name, and you'll be able to open it later on. I'm going to quickly just demonstrate a simple one that I did, although we're still going to work on ours tomorrow from the beginning. There is the one that someone is just walking across the street. I'm going to open this one and just show you roughly what can Scratch do, what can it do. I've changed the background here. I've changed the background of my program. I've got this, and then I've added this character. This character is still there, and I've coded right at the bottom here, such that when this character, when I run, it will move. I'll put it on full screen. My full screen is overlapping. I'm going to try and change the screen to fit. Okay, this character, when it runs, here is the program. When we run the program, it should move 15 steps. Then this one is actually stop. If I can just quickly show you what it does, it has to move 15 steps and stop. If I click on run, there it's moving across the street 15 steps and then it stops. This is the kind of things that we'll be doing. This is just introductory, and we are going to do more, and it's exciting, and I'm excited that we'll be able to make characters like this move across there, moving across the street. You know that strangers, if you see strangers always walking across your street, you report that to your parents. Always moving up and down, you report that to the parents. So here is an example of a stranger who's just moving across the street, we have not yet programmed that moves up and down, but if you see a stranger moving up and down, what do? You tell your parents that there is a stranger moving up and down the streets, and the parents will know what to do. So this is the kind of program that we will be doing. We'll be doing something like this. So I need you to make sure that you download Scratch Junior on your device, be it a phone, be it a computer. Please download Scratch program. Tomorrow we're going to start on the new program. We're going to explain each of the buttons one by one, and then start coding a program almost similar to this one. How do you make a character like this move across? Maybe get to the end over the side and turn around and move again onto the other direction. How do you do that? We'll do all that here, up until we go on to even complex things like games. I will just show you the screen that I've done here. Here is a game that I also designed. We will get up to places like this where there is a competition between a crab and a rabbit. They are all moving in different directions and they are going through this maze. So get ready to do this. Make sure you code, make sure you download, and be ready to code with us tomorrow when you have the full Scratch program on your device. I've done so many other programs here, and we are going to do those together. We're going to do those together, our own. And we're also going to try and see if we can come up with a program that we can use towards the competition. So, okay, I'm going to close this particular program here. I'm going to close this particular screen, Scratch Junior, and give you a reminder again. Make sure that you download Scratch from your device. After downloading Scratch from your device, make sure that that Scratch program is running, be it running on an Android device, be it running on an Apple device, be it running from a desktop, it's still fine. We will work with whatever device we have. And then make sure that you have also registered with Ms. Zora. Remember, go on to the website www.miszora.co.za and then go on and register first before you actually log in. And then after you have registered, please be thinking along the ways of how can you create a program that can solve a problem in your community. How can you think of a program that can solve a problem in your community? And then we'll be able to work along those lines. So I'm going to open up, I'm going to check on the charts. Someone said, may I please download, repeat the download process. If you are using a desktop, I'm going to share a screen again. If you are using a desktop, you will go on to Google. If you go on to Google and then you type the Scratch Junior download. Okay, when you get to that particular place, you will get this first hit. Please, you can click on that one and then you can download your Scratch Junior. Okay, if you check here, here is downloads, then I can download. There is one for Mac, there is one for Windows. If you just keep scrolling here, this is Windows Beta 1.3.2, and then this one is the download for if you're using a Mac computer. And then if you click on download, if you're using Windows platform, you can download that and you are ready for us to start working tomorrow. Okay, I'll stop the sharing of the screen. I don't see any chats. I'm going to open up this for anyone who wants to ask a question. Chantel, your hand is up. Do you want to say something? I'm going to unmute you. Chantal? Okay, maybe later on, anyone else who has a particular question? Just lift up your hand, just lift up your hand so that I can unmute you and you say something. Okay, I don't see anyone with a question. Just to summarize everything that we have gone through, I'm going to bring back my slide and summarize everything. Okay, firstly, we talked about downloading Scratch Junior from any platform, register with Ms. Zora platform, and then remember the news for the competition. If ever you need any extra lesson towards the project, please get in touch with me. And we talked of the ground rules that we will always open up our lessons at the end of before the end of the lesson, so that we can discuss and hear what you have to say during the lesson. If you have anything, you simply lift up your hand. Okay, so those are the things that I need you to do. Please talk to your parents. They help you in downloading if you are struggling with that, and also registering, particularly about things like email addresses. If you need help, ask them to give you some help there. And then also the competition information. Okay, I'm going to check. I think there are people that have raised their hands. I'm going to stop sharing the screen. Okay, Warren.
Sorry. Sir.
Yes.
My parents were asking if this class is for weekdays.
From today, which is Monday, up to Friday the 30th. So we'll be having the lesson today, tomorrow, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and up to Friday.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Eindhoven.
Sir, I was asking you if you can remind me to write this letter, comma, .0 today.
Okay, I'll do it again just for you to see. Okay, I'm going to share the screen once again. Right here, www.misszora.co.za. Okay, www.misszora.co.za. Okay, those are the details. You write them like that. I'm going to leave them for 30 more seconds for others to copy. And then you are going to go on to sign in. If you're doing it for the first time, go and sign in. And then later on, you're going to go on to log in. When you're doing it for the first time, sign in. When you have signed in, now you'll be using log in. Okay, thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Okay.